Hi Cancer, welcome to my channel. My name is Kem. Today Cancer, you guys got the swordfish, and I don't have that card, but when I was researching it, they kept saying how the swordfish is a predatory animal. And I'm getting kind of like this air vibe with the swordfish because it's very harsh and it's meant to be an animal that can defend itself very well. But what's interesting is that it is a water animal, right? So you would think that it's you, Cancer, and maybe this is some sort of aspect that they want you to emanate, right? Like being a person who can be more sharp and be more cutthroat. But I'm kind of getting like this could be someone that's approaching you that's also in the water, right? So Cancer is the crab, right? So someone who's like of the water like you, but is very different. Right, and that's kind of what I'm getting. It's like you two belong to the sea, but you're just very, very different animals. You're very, very different creatures, right? Like Cancer is known as the crab who can you can scurry around, but you hide in your shell. And that's why I'm saying I just don't see you as a swordfish. I see the swordfish as another person. So I feel like you're connecting to someone who can honestly be, I don't know, I feel like you might think that they're not necessarily the best type of person. Like, I don't know, I think you might sense them as being very sharp and very, like hostile type vibe because they are a swordfish, they are predatory, and that's very different from a crab. But what I'm getting is like you both belong to the sea and you both have things that one another needs. So it's actually like not so far out that you could actually relate to this swordfish, right? It's not like, you're a crab trying to get with, I don't know, like an animal that's not anything like a crab, like not of the sea, right? Like a bear, right? Like that would just be an impossible thing. I don't know why, but I feel like this would actually be a really good match. So I'm sensing some sort of love vibe, but I'm getting like, again, the two of you are very different, but you have what the other one needs. So, I feel like this person could be a little bit, with the swordfish, I'm getting, again, like predatory. Like they can be very sharp. They can be very, they probably have like a lot of air or water in their chart. But they belong to the sea just like you, right? And then I feel like you have something that they need, right? So I don't know. It's just like a really interesting meditative session, but I'm just getting the fact that I think this person's very confident and they exude a lot of confidence, but there's something, again, that they need that you have, and it goes vice versa. So I get like a new person kind of Cancer vibe, but let's pull some cards and see what this is about. So Cancer, I have this really, really, really long reading for you guys, but what I'm getting with this essentially is that you have the swordfish coming towards you, which is someone who I feel like is a really good match for you. But at the same time, you have a past person as well. So I don't want it to be like one of those reads. I don't know who's coming first. I don't know who, I think it matters who comes first, but at the end of the day, I can't tell you who's going to come first, but I am going to tell you that we have, two people that I feel like are going to be approaching you. And I feel like it's as soon as you start to like accept the fact that I think that this, this Emperor is someone that you actually want to take a look at. It's like someone that you want to invest your time in. Then I feel like the Knight of Wands is like kind of close behind. And it's interesting. It's like as soon as you start shifting your energy and moving towards this new person, I think that like this other person from the past might come back. And that's what I'm getting for you guys in this read today, Cancer. So the first thing I get with this Emperor is like you might have to change your perception. Because honestly, I feel like you thought that this Knight of this is what I'm getting. I don't mean to talk shit about your perception, Cancer, but I feel like you have a lot of love for this past person, and you see this person as like a real treat. You know, like you see them as a real, you know, you see them as like a really good catch. And I feel like you need to shift your perception on this past person. That's what I'm getting. I think your perception's skewed, right? Like you have more love for this past person who I feel like betrayed you than you have for someone new coming in. And I feel like that's for a lot of us right now, where, you know, we're still holding on to people from the past, and that has to kind of be let go, because I see that this new person coming in, they're going to be, again, there's something about the swordfish. They're very sure, right? They're very confident. They're very clear, right? And I kept getting an Aquarian energy when I was shuffling. So I feel like this person could have a lot of Aquarius in their chart, or this person in the past might have a lot of Aquarius in their chart. Someone here has a lot of Aquarius in their chart. Anyway, what I'm getting with this Cancer is like, you have to shift your perception. Like you're the one that's not seeing right. You know what I mean? Like you're the one that's not necessarily sure of what it is that you're doing when it comes to these people. But what I'm getting with this is that you're unsure because I think your perception on the masculine and feminine is a little bit skewed, right? Because the masculine and feminine is coming up in reverse. I think, again, maybe there's something very, there's something with this Emperor's energy. Look at their energy. They have the Page of Cups and the Page of Swords. I feel like they could be a little immature. I think they might be younger than you, or just like a little bit immature, because then we have the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Wands. So I got this for your monthlies in March. I think it was you, I'm not sure, but there was this energy of like someone who is not necessarily exactly what you think they are, because again, it has to do with your perception. So this person coming in, they might seem a little non-committal. They might seem a little immature. I feel like they might seem like this Knight of Wands energy, and I feel like you're expecting this Knight of Cups energy. So whoever this person is that's coming in, I think they're going to be more of like, let's get to know each other. And they're not going to necessarily be like, I want to date you right away. That's what I'm getting with this person. Like, they're not going to be a person who wants to, like, I think that's what you're not going to like about this person. And I think that's why you have to shift your perception. Yeah. With the Hierophant and the sword. Okay, yeah. This is someone who I think is you're supposed to be with the star. But what I'm getting with this is like, they're not going to approach you in the way that you want to be approached. So I feel like you're a type of person who's very serious. You want a relationship, and that's that. Right? And what I'm getting with this is this person isn't going to offer you a relationship off the bat. There's something about this person that they're not going to offer you a relationship, like not right away, at least. I think they really want to get to know you. And with this Page of Swords energy, Page of Cups energy, I feel like you think they might be stringing you along, and they might not be very serious. But what I'm getting with the Page of Swords is like, they have to like put their foot in the water with you. Like, I don't know what that means, but I just think that they need to get to know you a little bit. Like, I don't think they're just going to offer you a relationship. Like, I think they want to really get to know you. And I feel like you're going to go on a lot of dates before they like really make some sort of commitment with you. That's what I'm getting. Because I think that you want right off the bat like a person who's going to be like, I want to be with you. Like, as soon as they meet you, that's it. And I do think they might be really enamored by you when they see you and when they meet you. But I don't think they're going to be very slow. With the Knight of Wands, again, I just feel like they're not going to ask you for a commitment right away. Again, I don't think that this means that you're going to that doesn't mean like, you know, go be with this person and act like you're in a relationship until they ask you for a relationship. No, I think like they just have their guard up and you have your guard up, but you don't see them the right way. Like, you're not seeing them the right way. And I feel like that's because your perception is skewed. I think you are expecting, I don't know why I'm getting this Cancer, but like whatever you're expecting from this person, maybe it's best just not to really put them in a box. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I want by the third date for them to ask me out seriously, or we're not going to be anything. Like, what if you guys were just friends for the beginning? Like, what if this person's just asking, you know, let's just be friends for now? Like, I think that might be something that pisses you off. Like, there's something here that's going to make you seem, especially with this Page and this Knight energy, right? It seems kind of like immature. But they're coming up as the Emperor at the end. So, yeah, maybe you just should give them a chance. That's what I'm getting. Give this person a chance, Cancer. They're different, right? Like the crab and the swordfish, they're very different, but they, I think, can work together really well. And there's something similar about the two of you. And what I'm getting with this is that this person is themselves through and through. And that's why I feel like you can't change this person, and you want something different. Like, what you expect from this person is it to be your way, and what they want is for it to be their way. So I think a compromise is needed, right? Because like, I don't think you guys are going to come from the same place, but you should end up in the same place, if that makes sense. So like, I feel like this person, maybe when they get to know you, they're not necessarily thinking of like a relationship, and you are, and that's something that's going to irritate you. But I don't think this person is like with anybody else. I don't think they're like, you know, dating anybody else. They might just be playing the field, and that's something you don't like. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be something that you don't like about this person. I'm telling you straight up. But what I get with this is that if you take the opportunity to be with this person, you create this major shift in your life with this 10 of Swords upright. I think that if you take a chance on this person and you go in this direction, you're leaving this whole past cycle behind. Right? So I think it's a positive shift. Like, you taking a chance with this person who I don't think is necessarily someone there's something about them that triggers you, or something about them that like you just don't really get, but you kind of taking the chance on them brings an end to a very painful cycle that you've been in, where you've been alone, you've been, you know, betrayed, and you know, the cycle that you were in the past. I mean, with 2 Ten of Swords out here, I just feel like you're putting an end to this betrayal, right, by stepping through this portal. And I think a big thing about this portal, this gateway, is the fact that this person is tied to it. Like, you're not seeing them correctly, but they're actually an emperor, and they're actually someone who I feel like is going to invest in you. I think maybe another thing that you're not seeing is that the way you see this past person is like, this past person's going to come back and I'm going to be with them. Whereas I think you're supposed to take the opportunity to be with this new person. I wish I could describe this person's energy better. There's just something about them that you're not going to like. I'm telling you straight up. It has nothing to do with looks. It doesn't. It has something to do with the way they act towards you. Whether it's like they don't ask you out immediately, like they're not serious with you immediately. I think that's what it is. Like, they're just, you know, they're going to want to get to know you, and it might be like a 2 months in, and you're just like, you know what, if this is wasting my time. I don't think they're a waste of time, Cancer. I don't. I see them being really authentic to who they are. I just don't think, I think they're like you with this 7 of Cups. Like, they're someone who goes off a vibe, and they have to have, I feel like they're looking, like they need the right energy and the right sign to be like 100% sure. So they're not anyone who's going to jump into something. And I think I like that energy better than someone who rushes and like talks a lot of shit, right? Like, someone's like, oh yeah, I love you, I want to be with you, and then they're gone tomorrow. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather have someone who's like, I want to get to know you, and then, you know, they get to know me. Because then if they really don't like me, then at least I know that you know what I mean? But I don't think they're not going to like you. I think they're going to want to be with you. I just think, yeah, look at this shit. The offer from them comes up all the way at the end with the Ace of Pentacles. Like, they're going to make some sort of offer to you once they feel and put in work with you. But there's a test of like loyalty here with the Seneschal. So to be honest, maybe your past person comes back at the same time as this person comes around, but there's some sort of test here to your loyalty to this person. And I think it has a lot to do with this past person over here, because I feel like this past person is going to come in at the same time as this other person. Like, they're at 2 opposing ends, these 2 masculines, and I feel like you have that choice. But I feel like once you make that choice and you show loyalty towards this, like, I think you're going to show loyalty to the Emperor. I think if you make your way towards this Emperor and like take your time with them and not try to rush a situation or a relationship out of this, right? Like, oh, I just met you, but like, you know, you're either sure about me or you're not. Like, if you just give this person time to get to know you and make their decision about you, you know, in a fair way with no rushing, I just feel like don't rush this person. Like, they don't like to be rushed. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't like that. I think the more you try to rush a situation with this person, the worse it is. I think you have to be very patient with this person. And what I'm getting with this Ace of Cups in reverse is like, again, you're putting an end to this old cycle, right? And I feel like you're just afraid that this person isn't going to be what they seem. But I feel like I like this person. I don't know why. I know they're coming up with weird energy, and that's why I keep telling you there's something weird about this person. There's not something weird about them. There's just something that you're not going to like about this person. But meaning like they're gonna just be, again, we're not gonna go into that again, but there is something that's off of about them that you're gonna feel that's off. But what I'm getting is like, it's not necessarily what it seems. Like you might think like, oh, they're playing the field, they have a lot of options, they're not offering me love. But I think this past person was like the type of person that was like, I want to be with you, that's it. And you're like comparing the two. And what I'm getting with them is like, why would you compare these two people? That's why I feel like your perception's off. You're comparing someone who like, I think left you for someone else to this emperor. Like, why would you do that? This person wasn't shit, this King of Wands in reverse. And I still feel like they're not shit. Like, they're coming in as the King of Wands in reverse, this past person. It could be an Aries, Leo, Sag. Or just the energy that they come in. Like, this is a true player. Like, this person right here is a true player. Like, this person in reverse was the person that was non-committal. This is the person that I feel like they went down the wrong road. Because here we have, you know, the Queen of Wands in reverse with the Two of Cups in reverse and the Ace of Cups. So I feel like things are not necessarily working out with the person that they chose. And they may make a reappearance into your life. And then you're going to start comparing these two people. And what I'm getting with this is like, this person might have worked really fast and this person wants to work really slow. But it's like this person wants to be really sure about things, and this person in the past, like this player that you used to know in the past, or this person that didn't choose you in the past, you're thinking like they're the shit, and you're like, oh my god, I like this person. You're wrong. The Ace of Swords in reverse, you're wrong. Like, when it comes to commitment, I think you might just be a little bit off, Cancer, because to be honest, I think this person coming in is the star. I think this person is what you've been waiting for. But what I'm getting with this is like, you might mess it up because you're comparing two people that have, like, honestly, I feel like this is the right person and this is not, but you're thinking like whatever this person used to do in the past. It's like you're, I don't know, like you're used to this person's behavior. So you're like comparing them, and this person was always wrong. And that's what I'm getting with this. This person in the past, yo, they're coming to communicate to you. I think that they've made some sort of decision. Like, they realize that like this Queen of Wands wasn't shit. And I feel like they're coming towards you, but with Judgment in reverse and the King of Wands in reverse, I don't think that this person, like, again, I think that the choice between the two is going to be really hard for you. But what I'm getting with this is like, this is the one that you should be with. Like, this is the person that I feel like has more to offer you, Cancer. But what you don't understand is that you're looking at this person and you're like, no, I don't know, like you're comparing them and I don't know why. So yeah, this person in the past like chose this other person over you. And I feel like the cycle might not necessarily be going as they thought it was going to go with this person in the past. And now I feel like, again, they're going to make some sort of offer towards you. They're going to communicate something to you. And maybe they're just going to, you know, yeah, there's no balance where they are. I feel like the energy is also very like harsh, and they might cut off this other feminine, or the feminine might cut them off, and then they might just run towards you, right? So it's like someone breaks up with them and then they're back in your face, and they're like saying like they want to offer you, you know, everything. And what I'm getting with this is like, oh my god, Cancer. What I'm getting with this, Cancer, is that I think that this Emperor is going to be the one to offer you the true new opportunity and want to actually put in work. And I think that's the answer to this riddle here about like what is, you know, who is the right person. I think it's the person who wants to put in work for you, with you. The person who shows you that they want to be around for always. Like, you know, like not just for now, but for always. And that's why I like this person. I think they go slow, but they're very sure. Whereas this person moves very fast, because they're reacting, right? So you have two different, again, and I feel like you have a lot of love for this person in the past, and you don't know this new person, so you're just like... And another thing I'm getting, Cancer, is like you might have to sacrifice the way you do things, meaning not even a sacrifice, but you might have to put, you know, some of the things you do into question. Right, so it's like if you learned a lot of bad habits from this other person, or you learned like how to love from this person, and this person didn't teach you necessarily the right things, so you have to put your own self and your own ideas into question. Because I don't think that this person, I feel like this person is someone who will like say whatever they want to say to get close to you, and they're gone in an instant. Like, they come in and they leave. And I feel like this new person is going to actually stay and put in the work with you. So I feel like this is like a flighty energy. And I just want you to be careful, because there's like, I can keep reading this forever, but I just really feel like this is our swordfish over here, who I think really would be a great match to you. If I know they have like Knight of Wands energy, which would be the player card, but I think that's just your perception of them and not necessarily who they are. I think this is a person who, if they really got to know you, they would want to end up putting work with you, and they'd want to make like an offer towards you. And this is the offer that you've been waiting for a long time. But I definitely feel like your loyalty is going to be tested. Right? And if this person finds out that you're talking to somebody else, or, you know, you're entertaining the idea of someone other than them, they're going to cut you out right away. That's what I'm getting with this Emperor. Like, this Emperor doesn't play. And you're like, well, then why should I be patient with them? Again, they're not going to do anything to lead you on or to use you or to, you know, they're not going to do any of that shit. Like, they're going to be very upfront with you. Like, if they don't want a relationship with you right now and they want to get to know you, then they're going to mean that. Like, they're like, if they want to get to know you for like 3 months, 4 months, then that's the energy they're going to be in. They're going to be very sincere about what they mean and what they say. Whereas this other person, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, you don't like that energy. You'd rather have like that head over heels energy of like, oh my God, we just fall in love. It's love at first sight, blah, 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 blah. No, this person is too grown to be. Again, they're coming up with a lot of immature energy here, but I don't think that's necessarily who they are. I think that's how you see them, because like, you're like, oh, this person's not committing to me. No, this person just has to be sure. I really like this person. I really don't like this person, because this Knight of Wands energy is what kind of taught you all this bad, like the wrong things. That's what I'm getting, like the wrong things. Like, this person texts you whenever they feel like it. You're used to that. This person might text you consistently and you're like, oh, this person's so available. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you're just learning the wrong things. You learn the wrong things. The right person is the one that wants to put in work with you. And I honestly feel like it's the slower energy, which is this Emperor. So the last thing I want to say is that I think you're gonna need time, because you might have another offer on the table here. But what I'm getting with this is that, you know, I don't think this Knight of Wands, things are working out with the person they chose, this karmic over here. And I feel like, and with the crone here, yeah, I don't think this person is exactly what they thought that they would be. And now they're just running towards you, right, to offer you something. But it's like they left you to offer this person their cup of love, and they left you with nothing. You're finally putting an end to this cycle, meeting someone new, and then they come back around. I just wouldn't trust them at all, Cancer. Not at all. Let's pull some advice. What I'm getting with this Cancer is that you have the chance of a new beginning with the cosmic egg. This is like the beginning, right? The egg. The divine feminine. I hold the universe within me. I'm the force of an ever expanding love. I feel like this is a chance for a new beginning and an ending to this old cycle with this old person. But I feel a lot of you are going to be tempted to be with this old person, and your excuse is going to be something to do with how this Emperor is not, you know, you met someone new, but they're not, you know, like this person in the past, or, you know, whatever. The truth here is that with Stag Spirit, take the lead. You have to take. When I say take the lead, what do I mean? I feel like for a long time, you've been connected to someone and they kind of like pushed you around, right? Like, they manipulated you, or they allowed the energy. You allowed this person to think like whatever they did was okay. Or you gave them the impression that like anything they did was okay, or like you'd always love them no matter what they did. And what I'm getting with this is like, yes, you can have a lot of love for this person and always love this person, but that doesn't mean that you should be in a connection with this person. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, just because you have a lot of love for them doesn't mean that that's the person you should be with. And with take the lead, I think with this new beginning, you have to be the one to choose, right? And you have to be the one to, it's like you have to also set the example for how you should be treated. So I feel like with this Emperor, you're trying really hard to show them that you want a relationship, and they're not really like, they're very slow. So you're just like getting the bad vibe off this person. But what I'm getting is that they're just being themselves. They're slower, you know, they're slower in terms of moving into a relationship and moving into a commitment. But that doesn't mean that they're full of shit. This person is full of shit. I'm sorry. With Judgment in reverse and the Knight of the King of Wands in reverse, they might have made a decision now to be towards you, but that doesn't mean that they've learned anything from the old cycle. That doesn't mean that they actually learned anything. They just are reacting, right? And you might have a lot of love for this person and you want to work things out with this person. But what I'm getting with this is like you can take the lead either way. You can be with whoever you want to be with. I would choose the Emperor, you know, because I feel like they're someone that will stay and always put the work in with you. Like that's what you truly want, right? Like you want someone who's always going to be around to put work in with you. You don't want someone who's going to like come and go as they please, or leave when things aren't good. Like I feel like this person just left you out of nowhere. So it's like if they come back out of nowhere again, they just left another person. And I feel like they're just doing that same thing that they did to you to somebody else. They're just like dipping whenever they feel like it because things just aren't working out. So it's like, okay, bye. That's this person's problem. But do you really want that to be your problem again, where you're just insecure, like this person might leave whenever? Like I just don't like this person. I'm sorry. I get why you like them, because I feel like you've seen other sides to them that, you know them very well. This person you don't know very well, so you have more trust, I feel like, for this old person because you know them better. But that doesn't mean that they're a better person. Do you know what I'm saying? I just feel like with Take the Lead, you have to choose. It's like your decision. You can have whatever you want. But at the end of the day, I definitely feel like the newer person or this other person coming in, yeah, I just really want to pull a card on like what you're going to do. So yeah, you have the Two of Swords, which means like you have a decision to make. And then I feel like with the Four of Wands in reverse and the Chariot, I feel like a lot of you might not choose this Emperor. Yeah, you don't know what to do. Like you don't know what to do. A lot of you are not going to choose this Emperor. With all these cards, I think you're going to be confused for a very long time. And maybe that's okay. Like, I think that could be okay as long as you are honest with everyone involved. Like, I don't want you to lose this Emperor because you don't tell them, the truth. I think the best thing that you could do is to say the truth. Like, I'm confused right now. Like, maybe you're going to be the one at the end of the day that doesn't know what you want to do, right? Like, you were judging this Emperor and, like, not really wanting to commit, and now you have someone coming up from your past and you have no idea what to do. And what I'm getting with this is like you're going to be confused for a very long time. Like not confused, but you're going to take your time with this decision, or at least you should, right? With the Four of Wands in reverse and the Chariot in reverse, I feel like you're not going to get into a relationship with anybody at this point because you just don't really know. And with the Strength coming up right in between, and then we have the Ace of Wands and the World in reverse with Justice, I feel like with Justice coming up at the end, I think you're going to do what's best for you, what you feel is best for you. And I honestly think that if you took your time to think about this, you feel probably more passion towards the past person, maybe, for some of you. For some of you, I just feel like with this Ace of Wands in reverse, it doesn't mean you're not going to take this new opportunity with this new person. I just feel like what this means is like you're not going to do anything that's based off like sexual desire, or you're not going to do anything based off like, that impulse, right? Like you're not going to do anything impulsively. That's what I'm getting with this. And that's exactly what you should do, because you shouldn't be impulsive. You should take your time with this decision, especially if you feel like you're going to, like you have no idea like which one you should choose. I really feel like this Emperor is the better choice. But again, you choose what you think is going to bring justice to your life, what's fair in your life. I do feel like half and half here. I feel like some of you will reject the Emperor. I feel like another half of you will lose the Emperor because you're not honest about what's going on with this past person. And I feel like another half of you, or a smaller percentage of you, are not going to go towards like that person that you have that like lust for and like you miss, but you might like honestly be like, you know what, I need to start something new. You know what I mean? And I'd rather take the chance on this new person. But I see you going into hermit mode. Right? I see you going into hermit mode. Just be loyal to yourself, Cancer. Be loyal to who it is that you are. Right? What do you deserve at the end of the day? Right? Like, who do you deserve at the end of the day? I feel like that's going to be really, like, indignant on who you choose. Like, the love you have for yourself is going to be who you're going to choose. I feel like, again, a small percentage of you are going to actually choose this person. I feel like half of you are going to choose this other person, and half of you are just, again, you might lose not both people, but I don't know if this Knight of Wands, again, might just leave before you even make a decision. Or maybe you tell them you need time and then they're gone, right? And then you lost both people based on indecision. That's what I'm saying. It's a tricky situation, Cancer. So be sure of like what you're gonna do here. Feel the vibe. Like feel the vibe. I see in the beginning you're not really seeing things clearly. So just be careful with that. Anyway, Cancer, I love you guys. This is a chance for a new beginning. I'm really proud of you guys for getting to this point and, you know, trying to pick new and trying to move on and trying to move forward. It's a hard thing, especially when someone comes back, and someone who comes back with a lot of love. You know, the way that this person's going to come back, I feel like they're going to really try to trick you. But I see you guys working it out and doing what's best for you. So again, I'm proud of you guys no matter what you choose. I love you guys, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.